Today's workout consists of a 7 mile speed workout. So I've got 2 mile warm up and then 3 1 mile intervals with 60-second rest in between. And then I think 4 30-second intervals, something like that. And before I was getting this warm up started, I was gonna do 8 miles. The last few weeks I've been doing 7 mile speed workouts, and I was gonna do 8 because I was just like, I need to keep pushing forward and progressing. And then, you know, yesterday I had my 8 mile zone 2 easy run, and then I also did Pilates after, which not extremely hard, but still still a workout. And I was just like, why do I feel the need that I just have to like keep pushing even when I'm not training? So I reasoned with myself that it's okay, I can still just do my 7 mile run. So that's what we're gonna do. So today's workout I decided to do on a track. For some reason I was like, you know what? I don't wanna deal with cars, traffic, rocks, turns. I just wanna be able to zone out and run on the track, which I never do because I find it quite boring. But of course in the 1.5 mile warm up, we've got another like half mile left to go. I step on a rock and twist my ankle so bad. I hadn't done that in forever. So I almost stopped the run, turned around. My first thought was like, I'll go bike, but it's like, let me just get going. It's like tingling, not a crazy amount of pain, but tingling. See how she plays out the next 5 miles. Done, absolutely smoked. We ran at like a 7-minute pace. That last one gassed me. We're on a half-mile cool down, and then we're getting into our 4 30-second sprints, each broken up with a 60-second recovery jog in between. Feeling fatigued, but this is the point of the workout. Gas those legs and then one final push. And that's a wrap. I'm glad I just did 7 and not 8. For some reason, it took me so long to get it out of my head that like, you don't just need to keep adding miles to feel like you're doing something. You don't need to just increase weekly volume just because you feel like you've been lazy. For some reason, just more miles equals working harder to me, and that is so wrong. Not for marathon training and getting faster and running and fitness, but also like just in life, like getting smarter, working on like your mental. Just adding more mileage might make you feel like a hardo, but it's not really doing anything. You can get a way harder workout in 4 miles where you focus and you're intentional about the time than if you went on a 10-mile speed workout, but then like halfway through you got tired and you just started jogging it. Like, more miles does not mean you're working harder in running and every other area of your life. Now, one of the greatest parts about working out first thing in the morning is it makes the best meal of the day that much better. Wake up, drink your electrolytes, get a good sweat in, put that work in, and now you feel like you earned breakfast. And breakfast is the best part, especially when you've got some homemade sourdough cooked last night. We're about to cook into this thing. While we're cutting this bread, we're sipping on the classic, some green juice right after. I say it every single time. When you work out fasted in the morning and you get that deep sweat and you feel like you sweat out all the toxins in your body, and then the first thing you drink is some greens. I'm sipping on BPNs today. You just feel like you soak it in. It's like the best, like, I am a health god feeling. One of the things that I like to watch are those Bryson DeChambeau Break 50 YouTube videos that he puts on, where he has some famous guest on, and then they play a golf course, and then they play, I guess, a scramble is what you call it, and they try to break 50, right? Super impressive, but entertaining because he has great guests on. The one I'm watching right now is the one that just came out with Adam Sandler. 2 nights ago, we watched the new Happy Gilmore 2, and I was disappointed, but also it was very expected. I think some people either love it, they're like, what do you mean it's exactly what you should expect with the Happy Gilmore 2? Some people hated it because, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of stupid. I have mixed reviews. I am in the same boat of you know, what do you expect, but also like, come on, it could have been a little bit better. How do you make a follow-up movie on an all-time great, what was it, 20 years ago, maybe even longer that the original one came out? So I think they did a good job with the cards that were dealt. Oh my gosh, it's sour. You know me, you know this is my OG classic go-to breakfast. We've got homemade sourdough, sugar-free Trader Joe's strawberry jam, topped with banana. I normally will do 1 egg with egg whites. I don't have any egg whites today, we're all out of that, so we're just doing 2 eggs, scoop of protein powder. It is like the most perfect balanced meal. You get your savory, you get your sweet, it hits the spot every single time. Feel good after. So we're gonna eat this, refuel after that work we put in on the track this morning, and get moving on with our day. Crack myself up. I love trying new coffee shops. Just different vibes, different areas. Like, I just like to explore coffee shops, but I get the same plain thing every single time. Iced Americano, almond milk, sugar-free vanilla. Really, it tastes the same anywhere you go, but for some reason I just enjoyed trying it in a different spot. It's so good every time. Brown Fox Coffee, Mount Pleasant, Charleston. I give you a 6.7 out of, oh no, hang on. I'll give you a 7.1 out of 10. Coffee, like I said, I get the basic things. Coffee was fine. Price, fine. The only thing, there isn't an inside. It's just outdoor seating. And it's middle of the summer in Charleston. So just sitting there trying to enjoy some coffee, pouring sweat. But that's okay. Like a fall, maybe like early springtime, I'm sure it's quite enjoyable in a nice part of town. Lots of things to look at while you sit there. 7.1, I think that's a fair score. I will say, one of the downsides of living so close to the beach is every time the weather is nice, you feel like you should go to the beach. Only so very few people are lucky enough to just be a quick skip right over to a fantastic beach, and you feel like you're wasting your time here when the weather's nice and you decide not to go to the beach. Although today my plan was to go to the beach, but some days I'm like, I wish I could golf, maybe I'll go for a walk, maybe I'll go explore this, do that, XYZ. But I'm like, but the beach, I gotta go to the beach, which not a very bad trade-off. But I always think, every time the weather's nice, I should go to the beach, right? So that is one of the downsides I would say about the beach, living by the beach, is you always feel like you gotta go to the beach, which I guess isn't a bad thing to have to do. So the plan here today is to soak in the rays, enjoy our iced coffee, read, plan, strategize, maybe take a nap. Holy guacamole. That walk back from the beach every single time. Brutal. Just pouring sweat. So I've lived here for 3, maybe it's 4 years now, and apparently there's like a lighthouse on Sullivan's that a little bit of a tourist attraction that I've just never taken the time to actually go to. And this might be the dumbest thing that I've done today, because you might hear it while I'm talking. You might be able to see it in the camera. It looks like it's about to storm over here, but I told myself I was gonna go check out this lighthouse But besides the fact that I might get rained on, I think I'm not even at the right spot. There's a nature trail. What is this? What is this? The lighthouse to the right? Or you're telling me that's the lighthouse up there? That's the lighthouse? That can't be the lighthouse. I thought it was supposed to be way cooler. I thought like the sidewalks, I don't know. For having lived here and never seen the tourist attraction, I'm really starting to look like a tourist in the fact that I can't even find it. I think this might be a bad idea. Look at those clouds. It's pouring rain, you can see it. This is a trail that just leads to the beach there. So now I am heavily disappointed because I'm pretty sure that the lighthouse is literally just an old abandoned lighthouse like yards off the beach. All right, well, I'm never taking another tourist recommendation again. That's it. This is the so-called famous lighthouse. Severely disappointed. I just took my time. I feel like an idiot. Sweet, so sick. Look at that. Well, there's one good thing about that is that I can now check it off my box, as that's what sightseeing most tends to be, just going to check the box. We can check that off. Kind of worked out perfect about exactly what I was saying earlier, that when you live by the beach and the weather's nice, you feel like you have to be at the beach. And now we're getting a little afternoon shower. Perfect time to take a little nap. Snack on some dried mango. If you've never had dried mango, highly recommend giving it a shot. We're gonna catch up on, I don't even know. I normally don't watch this much TV. I don't just sit around and take a nap for an hour. I'm gonna watch a little show, relax, unwind. I've got my ankle from this morning. It's low-key starting to get a little stressed about it. It's starting to throb a little bit, and I'm a little concerned, not too concerned. We just have a lift tomorrow, so we'll be all right to give it a day rest. But anytime the lower body gets a little bit of injury, runner's biggest nightmare. Well, I thought I found a little lap in the storm. Take the bike out. As soon as I get outside, of course, it is starting to pour right now. I'm gonna quick try to find some cover before this gets any worse. I don't want to get wet. Going for a little run in the rain, or a big run even, like, heck yeah, that is so sick, so hard. I don't even like second guess it. But if I'm just going for a evening bike cruise, there's even drops of rain, I'm hiding. But we made it to a little park. Just going for a little cruise. One of the things that I find myself loving more and more, so I preach about morning workouts. I do morning workouts. I think it's probably the best time in your routine to put it. But if you can get outdoors, like right after dinner, right before dinner, just no intense exercise, just getting out, going for a little walk, 30-minute bike ride like I'm doing right now, just that little bit of exercise makes you sleep so much harder. And I know it's like, sometimes it's kind of difficult to get yourself to do even just a small little workout when you already did your workout of the day in the morning. But just something light. Don't even look at it as a workout. It's not even a workout. It's just literally prepping your body for bed, recovering smarter. And it doesn't take that much time. Like, working out twice a day, which I've done in the past, leaves you taxed. Not very advantageous. You're not gonna make huge fitness gains if all of a sudden you're doing 14 workouts a week. Might be in better shape than the person that's doing 3 times a week, but it's really not that good. Put your focus somewhere else, like relaxing, figuring out some things that are going in your mind, focused on some personal development,
building some relationships, which, as you've noticed, Brooke isn't with me today. She has been busy all day, and I have just been by myself having a little day. So I will probably not even see her until tomorrow evening. So it's just been a Tyler day. No T&B, just tea. Bike ride done, back home in time for dinner. We're having another boy meal, ground beef, a potato, lots of veggies, some 0-calorie sauce. Doesn't get more bro or better than that. Watching Netflix's new season of Quarterback. That is what I've decided to lock in for this evening until Brooke gets home. With that, I'm gonna end the video here. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Training, relaxing, beach, a lot of recovery happening today. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.